All right, we're going to rewatch this clip right here, and then I'm going to come in with some commentary.
I met Al Haymon.
I know.
Personally.
So have I.
What did he say?
Can we get both of them in the ring? Can we get both of them in the ring?
He said, I'm fighting Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't mention Terrence, huh?
He didn't.
Now, this is the thing. Everything that Errol Spence said has come to pass. Yes, no? It's all been true. He fought Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, all that up until now has been executed. So when Al Haymon basically laid out the plan for his career, he openly told you that Terrence Bud Crawford was not part of it. And Terrence Bud Crawford said, well, did he mention me? And Errol Spence told you guys to your face on camera, no, he didn't. Okay? And what also did he say? He said, I'm going to fight Keith Thurman. Now let's pause right there. Okay? So when you see stuff like this, that the WBC has ordered the Keith Thurman fight, did the WBC order this or Al Haymon? You put your thinking caps on and you tell me which one you think it is. Test y'all intelligence right quick.
Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't mention Terrence, huh?
He didn't.
It is a no-brainer, and it is common sense and simple deductive reasoning for you to be able to figure out if a man ahead of time told you all the people that he was going to fight, okay, and Terrence Bud Crawford is not included, and so far he has followed that schedule to a T. When the WBC comes out and say that they ordered this fight for Keith Thurman, did the WBC really order this fight? Of course not. So what does that let you know just by deductive reasoning? Very simple. What does that let you know? It was always in the plan to avoid a person like Terrence Bud Crawford. Not only can you tell it in his actions and the way that he's been moving, but since we live in this era of cameras and social media, you have got to see Errol Spence himself tell you what Al Haymon told him. And you got to see Terrence Bud Crawford ask him, did he mention me? And Al Haymon says no. Why is it a mystery when it comes to making this fight? We haven't got nowhere.
He didn't mention Terrence, huh?
He didn't.
But yet, there is somehow some finger to blame, some finger to point at Terrence Crawford. How is that possible? How could you even respect yourself as a person that has a brain can buy that? You don't. So when you turn the blind eye and when you choose to ignore what I'm saying or what I'm pointing out in this very video, it shows that you are just a fan of man who have no business, number one, on a channel like this or talking to anybody that is a boxing fan, because you have a biased nature due to the fact that you are a fan of man. I could prove this 1,000 times over. And matter of fact, I have done it over and over and over and over again. And this, once again, is just another example of how, whether you want to say it's Errol Spence doesn't want to fight, PBC doesn't want to fight, Al Haymon, it does not matter. The bottom line is, since Errol Spence represents himself, okay, and speaks about representing himself, and speaks about being his own boss, then we're going to take him at his word and hold him solely accountable for what is not happening. Now, do I know his team never wanted him nowhere near Terrence Bud Crawford? Yes, I know that. But since we're going on the surface level, as Errol Spence is the ruler over his career, and he's his own promoter, like he claimed, you guys either want me to hold him to that, or we can all admit here, right now, that he lied to us. And if he just lied to us about this, what else has he lied to us about? Because it's definitely not the first time he has done it. Hell, I've caught him in several lies. So does that mean that we can't trust what Errol Spence says? I think it does. Then it's very safe and clear to say that Errol Spence, along with his advisor, also doesn't want the fight. Because some people are not going to go through the lengths of caring about what's going on with PBC and Paramount and how they need to renegotiate their contract because they need money because the business. Some people don't want to go through all that up and down in the business. Some people just want to turn their TV on, find out who's boxing, and be entertained. They don't want to go through all that. So if we just keeping it on the surface level, this is why Errol Spence is called the Duck. This is why he has ducked. This is why it's factual, not rumor, not hearsay. You guys can't shift blame to nobody but Errol Spence and PBC. That's fair. That's reasonable. That's a sound mind. That has nothing to do with the way you guys conduct yourself. Fan of man, wanting to blame Terrence Bud Crawford. It's his fault that he's here. It's his fault that he hangs out with this guy. It's his fault that he's going to go 10 million. He's going to get 10 million. It's his fault that... Stop that. Let's stop it at this point. The point is, if you was really concerned as a fan, you would say to yourself, as a fan, be that as it may, Errol, I want to see you in the ring with this man. And when he doesn't do it, are you going to hold him responsible?
This will be my last thing. You mentioned Errol Spence. He went on Twitter and said, like, hey, I meant what I meant, which I think he was alluding that he doesn't ever want to fight you because of you know, the prior history. I know you want that fight.
He said after my fight, after my performance earlier this year, okay, they asked him, he just said real short and quick and sweet, Keith Thurman is always a legitimate opponent, period. Point blank, period. That's all he had to say. He's done with that rah, whatever. He knows if the contract shows up, if the money's good and the fight is right, we can make it happen any Saturday night. You know, I mean, come on. They're having problems right now. I don't have a fight right now. Come on. You don't think I'm the fall guy? Because I think I'm the fall guy.
Have they told you you're the fall guy? Have they told you?
I'm the fall guy? Huh?
Have they told you you're the fall guy? Like you're the, like, if this fight doesn't happen?
I'm saying I don't got a contract. Where's my contract?
Yeah.
They keep waiting. I'm still waiting. Why? I don't know. I think I'm the fall guy. You know?
Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't mention Terrence, huh?
He didn't.